Got an email for you guys and girls. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Chris Teutsch here, Hustling for Happiness, coming at you with another video, and I have an email. Let's dive right in. This one's going to be long. This one's going to be intense, but hopefully I can give you all some value. So here we go. Hey Chris, I've been watching your videos and also studying other self-help books and motivators, and some days I think it's working and others not. I'm dealing with such anxiety lately. I'm crying profusely for no reason. I'm not sleeping. I'm happy one minute and depressed the next. I could quote Brian Tracy and Zig Ziglar and Tony Robbins, etc., and I know these things they teach, but yet I can't apply it, and it doesn't seem to be sinking in. You seem to be pretty accessible, so I figured I'd send you a message and see if you could help me understand what I'm going through. For some reason, emailing you seems easier than going to counseling. Yep. I hope to hear from you, and thank you, Mandy, Charleston, South Carolina. Well, yes, emailing me is easier because it's free, and also I am accessible. I answer these emails. So, Mandy, okay, I understand what you're going through. I know exactly what you're going through. And by the way, I want to preface this by saying I am not a therapist. I am not, a counselor of any way. I can only give you some 2 cents from my experience and my life that I have lived. There is nothing wrong with going to counseling. There is nothing wrong with taking medicine. There is nothing wrong with doing whatever needs to be done in order to take care of your well-being and find happiness again. So let me just put that out there. That's my preface. Now, you're going through a paradigm shift. This seems to be a current theme lately, not only with you, but a number of friends in my life. And essentially what a paradigm shift is you're changing your belief system. So your belief system, these beliefs that you have inside of your brain, inside your body, inside your subconscious, you are used to operating a certain way for however many days, weeks, months, and years. So now that you are studying Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins to improve your life, Mandy, you are entering into your brain and putting in new beliefs. Well, guess what? The old beliefs, they don't like that. So they're going to cling on to you and the old version of you as long and as much as they can because they don't want to move out. You know what I mean? So it's going to take time, and it's this molding process. And, I'm going to go on a tangent for a little bit, but bear with me. It reminds me of a really, really good friend of mine, someone that I truly love and really, really respect. Because this person, when I first met them almost 5 years ago, was going through exactly what you are going through right now. Such anxiety, such heart palpitations, couldn't sleep, would cry, didn't know who they were. But yet, at their core of who this person was, very upbeat, very bubbly, very outgoing, very warm, and just such a positive nature. But because she was changing and growing and learning, it'd be up and down. These emotions would come, just shoot up, be happy 1 second, depressed the next second. Calm 1 second, anxiety the next second. Anxiety attacks, panic attacks, to the point where this person would be shaking and they wouldn't even be able to move or function or do anything. Not even sleep. So this individual, they went off and they got help. And they got counseling. And they would have days like what you're going through, which essentially, I'm going to try and map this out in frame. It's like you feel good, you feel good, you feel negative, you feel negative, you feel good, you feel good, you feel negative, good, negative, good, negative, good, negative. But this person kept on pushing. This person kept on trying. This person, if they had a breakdown, they would break down. If they needed to cry, they would cry. If they needed to just scream into a pillow, they would do it. But they persevered. And they never, ever gave up on trying to get better, on pushing progress. And it took all of their strength every single day, day in and day out. And it took a while to come out of that anxiety-filled negativity, realm that they were in, because they didn't even understand who they were. They didn't understand why this was happening. That's what happens with a paradigm shift. So this person continued to put the work in, continued to read the material, of Tony Robbins, of the law of attraction, of self-help, of personal development, all of that stuff. And eventually this cycle of positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative started to become positive, 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 negative, relapse. Positive, 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 negative, relapse. Positive, 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 relapse. And as time went on, positive, 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 minor relapse, get back into it, get back on the horse. Boom, 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 positive, 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 and then negative. And it's going to happen like that because life is a process. And just because you find one quote that feels good to you, or one motivator that feels good to you, or someone that you can email that feels good to you, they might be able to give you some temporary relief and open up the door for you. But it is your job to walk through that door every day. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. You're going to have these moments, especially right now, where you're going to cry for no reason. And it's because you are growing. It is because you are changing. It is because that belief system is shifting. It's shifting around. It's rotating. You know what I mean? And it's going from the old version of you to this new version of you. And then eventually that old version is going to fall away, but it takes time. And Mandy from Charleston, South Carolina, what I want you to remember is that there's no rush. You are always changing every single day, even scientifically. In a microscopic level, our bodies, there's energy always moving. Cells are constantly shedding and reproducing, and we are constantly growing and changing all the time. Don't put the pressure on yourself to have everything figured out right now, this red hot second. Don't put the pressure and the stress on yourself because you don't have all the answers right now and you can't understand what's going on with you right now. You are going through a change. You are going through a paradigm shift deep in your subconscious level. And that's why your emotions are boom, like a pinball all over the place. So what happened to my friend who went through this emotional turmoil, these anxiety attacks, these panic phases that crippled this person? Well, fast forward 4 years now, this person is kicking ass and taking names. I cannot tell you how much I respect this person because the journey that they took from where they were, that low spot, that rock bottom portion of their life, to where they are now, I mean, full on, just killing it, just owning life. And that positivity that was there from the beginning, that was always there, that was kind of being held down, once that belief system took place, it like floated up to the top of the water like a cork. And it's always there now. This person is always positive. Majority of the time, nobody's always positive, but majority of the time, always positive, always light, always happy, always finding the joy, able to appreciate, able to find gratitude, able to work their ass off every single day and is making progress towards their dreams and has achieved some dreams as well too. But it's night and day. But this individual would not be able to have achieved these dreams, to be living this life that they are living, if they didn't go through that paradigm shift. So Mandy, what you're experiencing right now, it's okay. It's okay. People call them midlife crises and quarter life crises and whatever else. It's a paradigm shift. So yeah, will there be more sleepless nights? Yep. Will you freak out? Yep. Will this be the last time it ever happens? Probably not. But what are you going to do about it? You are on the right path. Emailing me, reaching out to people for help. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Paradigm shifts are so vitally important because we all have these desires. We all have these dreams and goals and passions, and we know what we want. And then the universe automatically feels that. It feels our desires for the things that we want in our life. So it reverse engineers it from the moment that our dream will come true, when we can actually grab it and hold it in our hand. It reverse engineers the path from where we currently are to where we want to go. And normally, the first thing that we encounter on that journey is adversity. Yep. Why? Well, negative before positive, and also it weeds out the weak. Most people are like, oh, well, this is hard. It's not as easy as I thought it was to be able to get that dream, become a movie star, become a rock star, write a book, start a business, whatever it may be. Adversity weeds out the weak. You must persevere through this. You must persevere through that, through this, and any other turmoil that you will experience in this thing called life. Because what other choice do you have? Come on, Mandy, you can do it. I know you can do it. I've been there. I have had those breakdowns before. I have had those anxiety attacks. I have put so much pressure on myself in the past. My friend does the same thing, did the same thing, and we all have those relapses. But tomorrow's a new day. If you got to feel it for the day. Feel it for the rest of today. But then when you wake up tomorrow, you make it your mission where you go to war to find anything that will make you feel good. This is your job, not what you do for money or currency. This in here, tending to your happiness, tending to your well-being, fighting for it. That is your actual job. You're going through a paradigm shift, and what's on the other side of this pain is pure pleasure and the person you want to be and the dreams that you want to achieve. I guarantee it. So Mandy, email me back. I hope this video gave you some value. If this video gave any of you else watching this video value, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. My email is in the description. Always hit me up with questions anytime. Sometimes I'll make a video out of it. Other times I will just respond, but I will always respond. And I love you all, guys and girls. Just the paradigm shifts, they're essential. And they're going to happen, and everybody has them. Don't put pressure on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't bash yourself up. The outside world's going to do enough of that. But find what works and find what makes you happy and stick to that regardless. Always, all the time. I love you all. Keep hustling for happiness, people. Peace.